Over the last several weeks, we had one of our members come to us with a strategy that has been written about by probably hundreds or thousands of other people called the opening range strategy. So it isn't anything new, and is not proprietary to us. There are some nuances to this strategy. The strategy, what it looks to do is to identify the opening range of a trading vehicle. It could be, in this case, it's AMC, and we're on a 5-minute chart, but it could be a futures contract, it could be gold. And the way the opening range strategy is described is that a trader would let the market open, let it trade up to its high, its low, over a short period of time intraday, maybe an hour, some traders will say. Others will say, 30 minutes. Others may say 15 minutes. The idea is to identify that opening range, and then when the trade breaks either the high or the low, go long or go short accordingly, and get yourself out at the end of the day. Now, like any other strategy, there are a myriad of other options that one could employ. The beauty of what we offer at Stock Market Caddy is if a person can describe to us in specific terms what the strategy is, we will go in and write that code, which is what we did here. By writing that code, this specific member, as well as our other members, have been able to take that code and they can backtest a trading vehicle like AMC on a 5-minute over so many weeks or months and see what, before they commit their time and their capital, see what the strategy would have produced. And it will produce also not just money, hopefully, but will produce a model or an expectation that our traders or a trader could follow to make sure that they're continuing to perform in the direction of the model. The additional thing that we can do for our members, and we will do this all as part of their membership, right? We do not charge for this. It's all part of their membership. If they want to build in profit targets, they want to build in other technical stops, we will do that. And we do not charge for that. It's all part of the membership. So all that said, let me show you what we did here with AMC now we did this strategy, we got this strategy out to our members over the weekend or late last week. And let's just look at the time frame. So this is over the last 3 months on a 5-minute. Now this particular, the strategy using this opening range, the way we built the strategy is we were able to ask the computer to tell us in 5-minute increments how long the opening range should be. So it's dynamic, and the computer has told us those parameters. But what I think you might be most interested in is the performance report. And the performance report shows us over the period of the last 3 months that the profit factor on this strategy would be 1.79, meaning you should make about $1.80 for every dollar you lose. On the long side, $3.10. On the short side, just about even. So you wouldn't even bother shorting it, which is just fine. Trading 1,000 shares, roughly, while it's in the stocks, 30,000 a trade, a trader historically would have done about 43,000. Total number of trades were only 62, and 58% were winners. So psychologically, a pretty nice trading approach. And let me just show you the other parameters here. Now there was a maximum trade drawdown of 21,000 on the short side. So we would want to most definitely set up a stop loss so that that wouldn't occur, which we could do. That may have not closed out at the end of the day. So we can come in and look at something, just to give you a glimpse, a trade graph, and we can come into something called maximum adverse excursion. And here's that losing trade way out there. So we could have put in a stop loss in here as tight as maybe even $2,500, and would have preclude, anything like that happening. The performance graph is a beautiful looking graph. Had a significant peak, and then here maybe was that it probably was a gap down. We'd have to drill down and look at that, and that's the beauty of doing a back test. But the real piece that I want to show you is this has been running all week, and so this week is not part of the back test. So let's look this week. It's had 4 trades. It's won 50% of them, very close to what the model says. The model, I think, had it at 56%. The profit factor on these 4 trades, 2.75. The net profit, 2,420. That is a beautiful thing. And you can see here are the opening ranges. They get drawn. So today, for instance, here was the opening range, the high and then the low. And you can see down here it never broke the low, and then it came up, it pierced the upper range, and now it's running. So it's in this trade long 1,000 shares at 32.62, and you can do the math from there, how much that trade is in. This is an example of mechanical, systematic trading. I'm not suggesting anybody trade this specific strategy on this specific stock or at this specific time. Not doing that at all. We're just giving you a glimpse of what it means to be a systematic trader, and also an idea of what it means to be a member of the Stock Market Caddy. Because we can write the codes, we can do the back testing and the forward testing, and you don't have to write the code, and we can make these strategies available to you. And after you run it for a couple of weeks and have learned from it, and hopefully it's helped you, and then you say, hey, Don, could you build this in or build that in? We're happy to do that. We hope that's tremendous value. There are a lot of traders out there, not many are systematic traders to the extent that we are. Not many. There are a lot of coders out there. A lot. Not many code, programs for stock trading or option trading. But there aren't many traders and coders. There aren't. And if you have an idea or a concept and you want to get that idea or concept coded, you can hire a coder to do that. We will do it for you if you're not a member, and we get a minimum of 4 hours. So if we can do it in an hour, we'll give you an estimate, but we get a minimum of 4 hours at $200 an hour. That's how much our time is worth, and that's fairly competitive because some coders get $300 an hour. Now, if you're a member, we don't charge. So just know that. We don't. It's all part of a membership to stockmarketcaddy.com. You can certainly learn. Learn how to trade, learn how to code, and then learn how to backtest and forward test. But to that extent, a membership to Stock Market Caddy, we're not making specific recommendations, but we are sharing with folks how we go about trading, what systematic trading is all about. It isn't a holy grail. It isn't automatic. It's very disciplined. It's very mechanical. And we're happy to help one develop and hone their craft. I'm Baggett on at Stock Market Caddy. Feel free to visit the website. Feel free to give us a call, 813-758-8263. We have something called the Q School. You get a chance to spend 3 weeks with us, and maybe you've learned a little something, even in this little short 10-minute video. Can you imagine what you would learn in 3 weeks? The cost of that course is just $1,500. And at the end of that course, if you decide to become an annual member, we will credit the cost of that course toward the annual membership. If you make the investment in yourself and continue, we will make an investment in you. Sound good? I hope so. I'm Baggett on, stockmarketcaddy.com. Thanks so much.